Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today we are going to finish up the little runabout, try and get it down to the alien planet down below. In prep for that, we made a small change to the large ship. We've gone ahead and put a landing gear over here for docking clamp, and we have tethered it to the asteroid. We did this so that we could turn a few things off. Specifically things like the thrusters, the refineries, and assemblers to save power. We did find some uranium on one of these. Crap, I didn't mark it. Oh, that figures. So, we're going to go ahead, head back to the aft hangar, get that last ship up and running. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. So happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic week thus far and are having a terrific Friday. And yeah, so what we're going to do, or I should say, let's talk about what we've done first. I have made some changes to the ship, just minor detail thing that basically went ahead and started doing some greebling. So we now have all of this detailed in. We have gravity on board the ship. We just did some little detailing in here. I may come back and paint this. I haven't decided yet. It definitely needs something other than, gunmetal gray. But we did go ahead and mirror that on both sides so that we do have a little, like I said, just something to make it a little bit more interesting to look at. I'm thinking about doing something, so let me come back to this here. So we have started laying out what may be, something. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep this design. Mainly it's just repeating some of what we've got through the rest of the design motif, where we have inlays and cutouts, mainly because of the fact that, well, if we're going to do it, may as well do it consistently, right? One of the things that I was thinking about, and I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, because I kind of like having a large panel here, but I always have this issue with large flat planes on my ships. I don't like them generally, but here what I may end up doing is I may end up strapping something down up here, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that or not. Because what I'm thinking is that we may end up building a small, just like a small scout craft. And if we do, I'd like to be able to have a place to land it. But by the same token, if I do that, I'm going to have to build at least a small base anyway. And if I have to build a small base, I can just build a hangar or at least a landing pad for it. I don't know. Let me weld this up really quick. I'm kind of curious to see what this is going to look like welded up. So it has been a rather long week for yours truly. Nothing bad, just tiring. I haven't been sleeping well, so. But not that y'all really don't. Alright. So if we do something like this, let's see here. I think I'm liking the way this is going. It definitely needs to be painted. I do think that it needs some colors to break up the lines here a little bit. Okay. So I am liking that a little bit more. Yeah, I do think I like that better. It does break up the lines a little bit. Gives us something a little bit more interesting to look at. No, let's see here. Let's see what one of the things that I had thought about doing is, let's go take you out. Yeah, we're gonna take you guys out. So one of the things I had contemplated, something like this. And say these come back. Really? I'm out of plates? Oh, that's right, because I put all the plates away. Alright. Oh, we're not going to need... We shouldn't need many. So, because part of what my thinking with this is that the ship kind of needs to have a little bit of protection, a little bit more protection, because, you know, it is a ridiculously light armored ship. And if I do that, probably take that out and swap you in. Whoop. Like so. And then let's actually do this on these edges. And I think we'll leave, well, because then we can do something like this maybe. Actually, no, we'll do that straight to the edge here to round this area off a little bit. Change those lines up again. You know, just a little something something. There you go. And we do the same over there, so this is going to be like so. Because what I'm thinking here is that we do bring these up like that on both sides. There we go. And could do, say something like that and that, and for here 1, 2, that. Or we take these out and we bring this straight back, maybe? That might work. All right, so if we move forward with this idea, let's see here. You're gonna come back here. And then this basically gets filled filled in to say here maybe? All of you guys are gonna get filled in to there. I don't know.
Energy low.
So basically something like that. And then you will be center lined. Now I could do something like that. On both sides. Well, no, I guess if we did that, we would want to maybe do these. Kind of curious to see what this actually ends up looking like when it's done. And then over there. So you guys would get something along the lines of this. And how would we tie that together? I mean, we could just straight up say, take these out here. Do something like that. And then have it just do the rounded corners here. So something like this. One for you, be over here.
Energy critical.
That goes there. Because we'd be talking about doing something like that, but so if we just go like so. What we'll have to do then is carry this one down further. Carry that through like so, and then we have you there. You there. And would we want to go ahead and just carry that around like that, maybe? Could be something. I'm thinking I like that, actually. So we do that. That. You get to go there. You get to go there. And
No energy.
Oop. So I think that'll work. Let's get our charge back here. I do want to make sure. I need to check to see how much ice we have, because I may need to go do another ice run, or I may just need to pull some ice out of the system. Actually, I don't know how much ice I have in the system. Okay, so we do have some ice. All right. All right. So. Oh, and then before I forget, so after I refined the uranium, I think I ended up dropping it in here. Yeah. So basically, what I did is I pull all my whenever I run uranium to rebalance it in the reactors, because I don't run an inventory mod. I leave a little bit in one or two of the reactors, like 10 units or something like that. I pull the rest of it out and put it into cargo and let the reactors pull it out of the cargo. I find that is an easier balancing method than going through and basically trying to manually balance it all. So, because I've actually had a couple people ask why because you've seen me do it on camera before, and people ask me why I do that. That's why. Because since I don't run an inventory manager, it's always easier for me and faster for me to do it that way. Let's see, how much ice do you have? Actually, do you have any ice? You have no ice. Okay, so let's take a look at our hydrogen tanks. We're at about 70%, just under 70%. Oxygen is full. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop those off. 9K, and what we're going to do is we're just going to drop this over here really quickly. I should probably take some of that uranium with me, but it's fine. 54, I need to remember that number, because that's the connector, or the container, that we need to pull out of. Alright, so do 2 more pulls of that. Alright. Now what we're going to do is, after we get a little bit of ice into the system and get the tanks a little bit more charged, I want to drop a little bit of ice in there. What we'll do is we'll start heading down to the planet. So I think what we're going to do is, let me do a quick cut. I'm going to get this stuff welded up, see what it looks, and see how it looks when we are fully welded and ready to go. And yeah, we'll bring you right back. So we'll be right back. And we are back. So we have gone ahead and welded all of this up. I do think I like the way that those lines came out. I'll probably end up doing something back here as well to tie the thrusters into this somehow. Well, those, pardon me, hiccups. Oh, the solar panel piece here. Oh, this one. So, yes, I think that will do for now. One of the things that we did is we went ahead and transferred over some resources. Just basically went over, grabbed an inventory full of the various items. Let me show you here. Cargo. So we went ahead and just grabbed a little bit of the gold, a little bit, and I did go ahead and grab some of the uranium out of there. But yeah, so we've got some gold, some silver, nickel, platinum, silicon, cobalt, magnesium, and irons, a little bit of everything. That way we have it with us in case we need it, because we are going to use some of that. In fact, I may grab some more iron out of there. I haven't decided yet. Alright, so last couple of things we need to do here. We need to say, we're just going to start renaming these things common sense names and turn off the strength on all of these. Mainly because of the fact that if I don't do it now, for those who have been here for a while, you know that I have a tendency that if I forget those, it will end up destroying my ship at some point. Yeah, it's bad. It's let's see here. Okay, so you're going to be the port connector. You're disabled. Okay. And should be the last one.
Energy critical.
Yes, I know my energy is critical. Just like in real life. Okay. Alright. So that should be the ship basically done. Take a quick pan around the ship here. Our tanks are obviously still filling. Once these are full, pretty close, what I may do is I may go ahead and dock up with the main ship. Actually, let's do that. We'll do that as a test of the system, make sure everything is working. So I'm going to go in right here. We want that. We'll make sure all of our thrusters have turned on. Well, all of our hydrogen thrusters at least. Everything's looking good. Yep. Okay, so all of our hydrogen thrusters are working. That's good. So we are going to go ahead and turn those off really quick before we run out of power for our life support here. Come over here. To get into the ship, we trigger it, walk in, turn that light off because we can. And everything's pressurized. Okay. So let's see here, our power. We're doing okay. We've got about 12 hours of power in the reactor right now. It is slowly filling up with uranium out of the cargo. Oh, let's see here. Batteries are charging. Yeah, the vents we know are going to take power. And the O2 generator because it's charging our tanks. Alright. It's nice to
energy.
It's nice to be able to have a system like that, right? Where you can just take a look at a control panel and you have everything in front of you. Now we did go ahead and set up all of the buttons and everything. As you can see, it makes it a little easier getting around the ship. And we do have the what is it? ISI's easy doors, I think is what it's called, or easy airlocks. Basically, it's a script that will keep doors closed. And if for some reason that script does not like these doors facing each other, I don't know if it's because it's a small grid and it's looking for those doors to be one block away from each other, or if there's something going on in the script that I'm not accounting for. All right. Right, so you are all thrusters, you are all hydrogen. So what we've done is I'll walk you through what we've got for setup here. So this is all thrusters. Basically, this will be what we use in the atmosphere once we land, because both of these should be on at that point. So we have all of our hydrogen thrusters mapped together, all of our atmospheric thrusters mapped together, and then our thrusters all. This is our side, our docking lock on the side. That one's on the starboard side. This is the bottom landing gear, which keeps us up off the deck. And obviously the ore detector, our primary jump drive, and the emergency jump drive. So the primary will be set to different waypoints, and the emergency jump drive is a blind jump. So if we really need just to get the hell out of Dodge, you hit that, 10 seconds later you're gone, right? I think that's everything. Okay, so we're going to turn our ship's inertial dampeners on. I want to have a U. Actually, what is our asteroid 1? Near alien world, right? Okay. So we're gonna grab this really quick. Primary jump drive is, and this way, if we need to get the hell out of here, we have our waypoint to come back to. All right. That does not bode well. So we can at least get almost 100 kilometers out, right? Let's go ahead and get back into the ship. We're going to go ahead and turn on our hydrogen thrusters. Unlock our ground tether. I should probably set up a docking computer. Curious about something here. Yeah, it's almost center-lined, okay. We want forward connector. And you're going to be switch lock. This is always the fun part of, did we do this right? Yeah, I think I'm going to set up a docking computer. I need to go over slightly. Actually, no, it is. Look at that. So we can turn that off right now. And I'm curious to see tanks. Hydrogen tank is filling. It's because these guys are still pulling. I forgot about those. Okay. So if I turn off all of those hydrogen tanks, basically all of the O2 generators on the big ship would pretty much instantly fill this thing. Oh, let's try that. So if we go from here to here, we turn those off for a second. We look at this one. Oh, that is hilarious. I mean, look at that. That's just crazy amounts of hydrogen being pumped into our ships. So, yeah, this will be filled in just a moment. And realistically, this is probably not a bad time to start pulling in some ice into our cargo. So we want... Okay, so use 64k of ice here. And looks like all of our tanks are full. We want O2 generators. Make sure that is full. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically smuggle a little bit of ice here. We're going to grab some more there. And basically what this does is it just gives us a little bit more of insurance policy. Because I really don't want to get to a situation where I have to break the ship down to build something to get around the planet. Okay. And I think that's going to do it for us. So let's go ahead and turn these back on so that they can continue filling while we are on the planet. Okay, so that's all of that. We're going to go ahead and turn on the hydrogen thrusters. We are going to toggle our lock. Feels weird to be leaving the big ship behind. All right. Alright, well. At least we know she's not going to drift away from us. Alright, I want to get here. Alright, so we're still in the artificial gravity well of that thing, of the big ship. But what we want to do is we want to turn on our gravity generator. Let's go here. I'll put you dead in the center. The reason we want this is because we want to be able to walk around the ship. So now we are outside of the gravity well of the ship, or the gravity sphere, I should say. And we still have gravity here. It's always good to test that because, you know, even though it tells you that you have gravity, don't always believe it. Because you're never sure what the gravity of the situation is going to be. Please tell me that is because we are in the we're close enough to that other grid that the ship is freaking out a little bit. Alright. Oh. We're heading to the planet. Alright. We're already in planetary gravity. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the big thrusters. And turn dampeners off. So let's bring ourselves in alignment with the terrain here. Because I'll feel really silly if we crash onto the planet. Yeah. You know. we're going to try and find a place with ice to land. Go ahead and turn off all of our thrusters really quick. Turn our dampeners on so that we can start braking at some point, hopefully before we smack into the ground. Alright. And this is one of the reasons why I don't turn on things like the deadly reentry atmospheric conditions. Oh, because I would destroy every ship I build. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember. I think we've got an ice lake in front of us there, slightly off center. So you see where the numbers are right behind it? I think that's an ice lake. It's been a long time since I've been on the alien world, so I'm not sure which ones, what our ice terrain looks like for the lake areas. I mean, obviously the white patches are going to be the snowy stuff, but I think that is an ice lake. We'll find out in a couple minutes. All right. Oh, so if this all works out, and we're able to get back into back into orbit from here, I will consider this a successful launch. Let's bring our ship back under control here. So we are able to decelerate. That's a good thing. I'm trying to get the our velocity back in under control, because right now we're still at 60 meters a second. You know, we also have 6 large thrusters, or 6 large hydrogen thrusters, and 2 large atmospheric thrusters pushing our butt right now, so okay, I'm seeing what looks to be large shadow items on the terrain there. Turn dampeners off for a moment. Okay, we're at 20, just under, well, just over 26,000 meters right now. And those mountains are looking pretty damn big and pretty close. I think we're going to see about maybe avoiding those. That is a huge mountain range. So yeah, that does look like that's the ice lake. Which wouldn't be a bad place to land. We're going to turn that on. I'm going to get my ore detector, make sure our range on that is set up as much as possible. Up to a whole 50 meters. We may change that out for the azimuth detector. Did they change the gravity of this planet? Because this used to be like a 1.1, 1.2 gravity. And we're 21,000, and we're only at 0.26, which means it's just, at ground level, this might only be a 0.5 gravity planet now. Dampers off again. So I won't panic too much about the ground until we're somewhere around that 12K area. So, but yeah, that mountain range is much taller than I remember it being. Because looking at it, you can see that some of the mountain ranges, like the summits of some of those, are outside the atmospheric bubble. They're above the cloud cover. That's pretty nuts. Alright, so I think we're gonna go ahead and start leveling her off a little bit so that we can start decelerating and hopefully not die in a fiery ball of death and destruction. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually been on the alien planet, especially in a survival mode. It should be entertaining. We are burning our hydrogen pretty quickly, and we're not decelerating. We're starting to accelerate again. Nose up. Happened to look over and I'm like, okay, we're about 12K. Oh crap, we're accelerating. What's even better is we can turn our headset off, our helmet off. So yeah, we want to get this thing under control. We are burning hydrogen fast. So if we kill hydrogen... So we're fully within the planetary gravity, or at least planetary gravity is now in excess of our artificial gravity. So yeah, if we turn hydrogen off, that's how fast we start accelerating. Look at that. That is nuts. Well, it's a quick way down, I guess. We're not going to let it get over 50 meters a second there. Man, I really would like to have external camera at this point. Yeah, I just realized we're not going to have enough hydrogen to keep elevation, because we're burning 1% every couple seconds. Oh, this is going to not end bad. This is not going to end well. Okay, so let's see if we can... Let's kill inertial dampeners for now. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to do a hard burn to stop. What I'm really hoping for is that when we get a little closer, 0.9, I am hoping that this is going to be enough to get us to the ground safely. But I am thinking it's probably not. Oh, no. Look at this. Nope. That might have been a bad idea. It's almost like it's trying to slow us down. this is gonna be bad. We're so gonna die. Yeah, we're so gonna die. Without external view, yeah, we're so gonna die. Oh, we might get away with it. We're so dead. Oh, yep, we're gonna die. Oh, we didn't die. We made it. We've got no hydrogen, but we made it. Parachutes. I forgot to install parachutes. I knew I forgot something. Oh, so shall we go see how much damage we've just done to the ship? Oh, man. Come here, you. Hello. Thank you. Hey, look at that. We made it. Oh. Oh, that was almost really bad. Did you take any damage? You stopped just in time to not take damage? Really? Oh. Oh, right. Well, on that note, we have successfully landed on the planet. Oh, we have an ice lake up over the hill there. But the ship works. We just need to add a bit of stuff to it. So I'm probably going to have to add a couple of atmospheric thrusters. Everything in here is okay, right? Everything in here is okay. Awesome. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. If you are new to the channel, haven't done so already, or just want to do something nice for me today or this weekend, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you really want to be kept up to date with what's going on around here, be sure to ring the bell as well. On that note, I am going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, I can't believe we made it. I'm going to screenshot that. That's That's our landing victory, right? Oh.